just like you.
So this was the general information, the information I also got from the internet. And now we're coming to the part where I give my own experiences, my own recommendations, my own views on the volunteering business. Because I feel like that's also important to really, hear from someone who is participating in a project, what it is really like. First of all, I want to start with the advantages because there is many. I also put a link down below about benefits of participating in a volunteering project. But just for myself, I have to say the biggest benefit is that it's all prepaid. The transportation, prepaid. So my flight here was paid for. My flight back to Austria is going to be paid for. And also I have a metro card here, which works for the whole metro in Paris and also RER, which are like trains. My accommodation is paid for. I have pocket money, which is like divided in money to use for fun and then money to use for food. Living in Paris is expensive. How much pocket money you get depends on where you live and how much money your project has. Another advantage is that you get insurance. It's called Signa Insurance. It covers pretty much everything. Also, you have a tutor. They might work with you, they might be outside of work, but they're kind of your guide. When there's a problem, you can contact them, you can always talk to them. I have a very good relationship with my tutor. We have meetings, I think like once or twice a month, where we kind of talk about, what's been happening, if I'm doing okay, if I want anything changed, if I have any ideas of what to do, what I want to do. So I feel like that's a very nice thing that you have this person that really can give you stability. Now, another thing that might be very obvious is the language. For me, I feel like I have improved my French. Maybe not as much as I could have, but if you really, really make an effort and really, try and speak the language, try and learn a language, try and use the online courses they offer. Sometimes in like smaller cities, you get courses with an actual teacher. I have like an online course, which I never use. So my French is okay, I want to say. But if you really, really, take advantage of the opportunities they give you, you can really learn a new language or really improve a language, even if it's just English. Here I speak a lot of English. I've spoken English before pretty well, but I'm not forgetting it. So it's still a good thing to be abroad and to train my English and keep it, fluent. I'm just gonna say this one last advantage, even though there's hundreds more. But this one is a very big one too, which is you meet so many different people from all around. I have met people from Italy, from Finland, from Greece, from Spain, from the US, from Canada, from England. So many countries, so many people. And it's so nice because you can exchange so much just by talking to them in 5 minutes. It's really, as I said, a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can spread your wings. Okay, that was very cheesy, but it really is like that. Just, benefit from this opportunity. Benefit from this, that you can learn so much about the world by meeting people from different areas of it. I'm gonna hold the disadvantages very short because I don't want to focus on them, but some of the disadvantages are you might feel homesick, you might feel overwhelmed with the task you have, you might feel underwhelmed with the task you have, you might be unhappy with your living situation because your room is too small, you have to share your room, you're very far away from work and it takes you an hour to get there, things like this. The language is a advantage but also disadvantage because there's big barriers sometimes and it's hard to explain yourself when it's a language that you don't speak very well. For me, another big disadvantage is the fact that in May and June I have to fly home to do entrance tests for university in Austria. And that is something that really bothers me because, first of all, it's bad for the environment because I have to fly 4 times in total, and it's expensive. But, you know, when something's bothering you, you have to focus on the advantages. So that's what I'm trying to do. And it's already getting dark, but a quick explanation of why I'm doing this. When I was in my last year of high school, I knew I wanted to go abroad before I started studying. I knew I wanted to experience something more than just, you know, going from high school straight to studying and staying in Austria. So I went to the internet, looked up going abroad, and after about an hour I found EVS, and I was very intrigued by it, and I was like, okay, doing it. I know a lot of people who were specifically searching for a French-speaking country because they wanted to improve their French. For me, it was really not the language that was my objective. My objective was to go abroad and have new experiences, and that's what I think I've already achieved and what I will continue achieving in the next month until June. Really, the last thing now that I kind of want to talk about is my job, what I'm doing. I said a bit before, I'm working in a youth information center. It's called Centre Information de Jeunesse. My tasks include I give English lessons, which, you know, it's not really English lessons, it's like an English club. We meet and just talk in English about whatever topic that comes to mind, just, you know, to keep the English fluent or to learn some new words in conversation. I also help out with like job fairs. We do expositions where, you know, young people come to us and they're like, ooh, what do you offer? And then, you know, we tell them, you know what a job fair is. I also have like smaller tasks, you know, copying stuff, scanning stuff, you know, the typical internship stuff. Oh, and before I forget, one of the biggest things I have to do, or I can do, I'm allowed to do, is make promotional videos. I will link some down below. They're on the Facebook page of the place I work in, and I'm very grateful that I can do this because, as you see right now, I love making videos. I enjoy being in front of the camera and editing stuff, so I'm very glad they give me the opportunity to do that as my job. Okay, I decided to turn on the light for this last part because it's seriously getting dark. This is for my Austrian people. I feel like the biggest part of my viewers are from Austria, so I'm gonna speak in my usual language.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Also, Kinder, hört's mir zu. Wenn ihr gerade im letzten Jahr von der Oberstufe oder AHS oder BHS oder was auch immer seid und ihr wisst so nicht genau, was machen sollt nach der Schule, wirklich, ich empfehle euch das vom ganzen Herzen, wie ich schon gesagt habe, also es ist echt alles einfach zahlt. Es wird euch alles zahlt, also wo ihr lebt, das Essen, der Transport. Es ist so eine super Opportunity und ich finde es einfach wirklich in Österreich oder im Mühlviertel wird es kaum promoted. Also wie gesagt, ich habe das im Internet gefunden, von dem her bin ich jetzt da die Promotion. Bitte schaut euch das an, klickt einfach mal auf den Link unten oder informiert sich einfach mal bei der Infostelle. Es ist echt so einfach, die ersten Informationen zu kriegen. Und wie gesagt, also es ist echt meiner Meinung nach eine von den besten Sachen, die man machen kann nach der Oberstufen. Einfach, wenn man noch nicht genau weiß, vielleicht was man studieren will oder auch, wenn man einfach mal was erleben will. Das ist echt, also meiner Meinung nach wirklich die beste Sache, was man machen kann. Außer natürlich, man möchte, wie gesagt, nur nach Asien oder halt Amerika. Aber für das, wenn du wirklich einfach was erleben willst und halt raus in die Welt, dann ist es echt, also ich lege euch das echt ans Herz. Schaut euch das an. Schaut euch das an. And a general goodbye to all of my viewers, because there is some people who don't speak my language. I just want to say goodbye, and I really hope I helped maybe I gave someone an idea of what to do after high school or even later in life. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this little information video. It's not really my brand because it's not that trashy for once. I guess I will see you soon.